Hi, friends. Good morning. Welcome to Saturday in the studio. As you well know, Saturday is my favorite day, one of my favorite days of the week, because we can stamp and we can do whatever we want. So I just love Saturdays. Pop in the chat. What are you doing on this Saturday morning or this weekend? We are playing a lot of pickleball. So that's our plan for the weekend. I want to show you a stamp set that is kind of more of a background stamp set. It's in our new mini catalog, which you should be getting soon if you haven't gotten already. They are coming out. We just got ours, and we always mail one to ourselves so that we can see when you get yours. Sorry, a little hair in my mouth somewhere. Okay, so if you want to come on down here, Dave, we'll look at. So this is the mini catalog, and so I'm excited. You know, one thing I noticed on here that's kind of fun is, I guess I don't really think about how they make the stamps, but that's kind of fun because, you know, they have size they're trying to fit in, and I don't know, just kind of fun to see some of that behind there. So mini catalog, if you haven't gotten it, you let me know. I'm also going to use something from the Celebration catalog, and if you're not familiar with Celebration, for every $60 you order from January 7th through the end of February 28th, you can choose a free item from here. So let me show you what we're going to use. I love backgrounds, and this is a really, I don't want to say classic. I just think it's a really cool background because it's script, and we don't have to worry about what it says. But there's this light script in the shape of a circle, but then there's this script that's kind of more of a rectangle. We've got some splotches, and we've got kind of this little script with swatches. So
morning, friends.
It is, I wondered, this is two different stamps. That's what I was kind of wondering. It is cling stamp, which means it's on rubber. So that is what I'm going to use as a background on my thick, very vanilla. So then I'll show you how I designed this card, because, you know, when you get new things, nobody has it. So you kind of have to just design it yourself. All right, let's see if I can get the words right up. Yes, I can. And I'm thinking this is pecan pie, and I'm thinking I'm going to want to stamp off. So I'm going to just test it on a little notepad here. Okay, that would be one. Yeah, I'm going to stamp off to get it a little bit lighter. So let's go ahead and ink that whole thing up. So, and sometimes if you feel like, well, I don't know if I got it all inked, you can do it this way so you know you've got it all. And then I'm going to stamp one off on, I guess I don't need the mat. Anyway, I'm going to use the mat. One off there, and then I want one straight on. There we go. Ooh. Straight on like that. So I just think it's a really light. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so when this happens, let me just show you. Let's just fix it right now. When that happens.
And what happens?
This line right here, the edge of the stamp, that happens. It doesn't happen with the photopolymer. Can you not see it? I can lift it up so you can see it.
You just said when this happens, and I wasn't sure what
it
was.
So when this happens here, I like to take care of it right away. And part of that is because I have other people stamp. And if it happens, it's going to happen again, or it's going to happen next time. So I'm going to cut this a little closer to the image. You don't want to undercut. So you don't want, if you cut it at an angle, this side will be in further than the rubber, and you don't want that. Just try to cut it straight.
Then you'll get uneven stamping.
Yeah, just try to cut it straight. If you have the old paper snips, those are actually the best to use.
Remember when we had rubber scissors?
Oh, this needs to be tightened. It looks like this. I'm going to hand it to Dave when I'm done. Rubber scissors, like these. These are Stampin' Up! Scissors, the rubber snips.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they cut, because they can cut a little bit closer. I did notice one other spot. Let me get that one out. Over here, which would be on this side, I'm going to trim off that too, but over on this side, where was it? Right there where it indents a little bit. Okay. And it might have been I just pushed too hard. Who knows? But I don't want that to happen again. So let's try it again. I'll put that back on my block. Dave has a new setup, so I can't see his face and his hand comes under his setup to get the scissors to fix them for me. All right, again, I'm going to turn it this way to make sure I've got it all inked. And with the rubber, I don't need to use the mat, so maybe that was my problem, not sure. But I'm going to stamp it off on my pad one time because it's too, I don't want it to be too dark. So there we go. Better, much better. So that's anytime I have something like this, I just take care of it right away, cut it out, because then it will be more what I would like. So kind of a fun background. So as I was thinking about this, I was thinking, okay, what color could I use and what stamp set could I use? So I'm going to put a flower on top of it, and I'm going to be using the Cheerful Daisies. And I thought, well, this one's too big, so I'll use the smaller one. Well, the smaller one was clearly used in either Crushed Curry or Daffodil Delight or Peach Pie. I was like, oh, Peach Pie, that could look cute. Oh, Peach Pie. So I am going to use my background as Peach Pie. And what? You're creeping me out. He's like peeking over the thing. All I can see is his eyes. Creeper. That's good. What do you need over there? That is really, I'm going to have nightmares. So this is a
I give her nightmares.
3D embossing folder. I'm serious.
Hey,
3D,
friends.
3D embossing folder called Starstruck. And this is a free item with $60. And so as you can see, it has all these little daisies on it. Let me stick it in here and see. And then I have to stop moving, right? Just to see if I can hold that still. I don't think you can see it there.
A little bit.
A little bit. I think you can probably see this better, just to be able to see that.
Lift it up a little higher.
So that is called Starstruck embossing folder. And so I did emboss this Peach Pie in Starstruck embossing folder. And I'm just going to use a thick white or thick vanilla cardstock. Dave, I don't know if this setup's going to work for me.
Why?
Your hands coming through. I'm like peeking over.
You'll get used to it.
Uh-huh. All right. I'm not going to attach this on yet. And I just wanted a little tiny piece, which is what I have. Flip it over this way. A little tiny edge, which is what I have there. Just a small edge. I think I think it's okay. I think I need just a tiny smidge more off the edge on the width. There we go. So yeah, that feels a little bit better. And I know that this is going to go here. My flower is going to go on it. And then I'm going to put some ribbon under here. So I don't want to attach this yet until I have my ribbon situated. So let's go ahead and stamp my flower. I am going to stamp on my, I knew I had missed one of these. It's something else. I knew I was going to stamp on my, I am going to stamp on my, is this acrylic mat? Is that what it's called?
Acrylic sheet.
No,
silicone sheet.
Silicone sheet. Because my stem is probably going to go off.
You're fine.
I know I'm fine. All right, I'm going to use Peach Pie for my flower. And this flower has it's a two-step. So what that means is we have one that's going to be, stamp it off, the background, the light one, and then one that's going to be on top of it. I think I need to do this one first, though. It's really hard to see. So I'm going to do that one first and then fill it in like that. And I'm curious what will happen if I don't stamp it off, because I am going on top of something, not this dark, but a little bit. Yeah, I'm probably going to do that because I really want this one to be a little bit darker. So, and if the edge shows up, great. If it doesn't, that's okay. All right, I want to look at my stem and just see kind of where it is. I'm going to do it that way. Okay, so my flower is going to go about over here. Just think it's going to be really pretty. I am going to do the outline. I think I just have this on my block, not quite straight for my outline. There. Oh, I was going to do the outline. No, that's right. I was like, oh, which do I do first? This one's really hard to see, so I'm just going to go for it. Good. That looks great. Okay, and then I'm going to use Early Espresso for my stem because I want it to kind of stand out a bit. So I'll put that there. Oh, I stamped that in Mossy Meadow. No, I didn't. What color is this? Espresso. Huh. Okay. And when we had the free shipping, I actually went ahead and finally got some stamp pads for the refuge. So I have stamp pads there, full set, stamp pads here, full set. But I use the ones here more. So I kept the new ones here and took the older ones there. Okay, leaf. I want a leaf. So I'm going to put a leaf on this side like that. Pretty. I just smudged right there, but that's okay. Look at my fingers. That's all right. And then I can put a center in using a little, this Cheerful Daisies has lots of little pieces. So it's this little piece and I've got that flower. I mean, I could do more flowers. I'm just going to do the one. I think the one looks really pretty. All right. Yeah, I'm going to stamp that. It's a little dark. I'm going to stamp it off one time and see how that comes out right in the middle there. And when you do that, you just stamp it again because I see how it's too low. So I'm going to go up a little higher, stamp it one more time, totally fine. And just fill it in. That looks good. See? Nice. All right. So I love that light background. I think it's just, kind of makes the stamping easy because you just stamp something. All right. So we're going to go ahead and this piece, I'm bummed I smudged it, but it's probably fine. I'm going to put this here. This ribbon is on clearance and it is like $5, $5.50. It is called Woven Ribbon. It is a 1/4 inch and it is super soft. I'm gonna hold it. Almost looks like it's velvet. It's so pretty. It's vanilla. I'm telling you, it's cheap. It's on sale right now, so that's awesome. There are a lot of things on sale that you might want to check out because it's the last chance products. All right, there we go. Let's trim that. Okay, I'm going to double check this. Yep, that looks good. All right, so I am ready to attach this to my card. And this here. I just like the simplicity of what I call pure stamping. You're just stamping. There's no die cutting. There's really not, there is this layer, but there's really not any other layers. So I just think it's pretty. And our cardstock is thick enough that you can stamp on both sides and not see through it. So there you go. All right, let's put that there. And then I'm going to tie a little knot on this, but I have a little trick I'm going to do here. So there's that piece. And then I'm going to use a piece of our peach pie. So this is one of our new in colors. And I'm going to just trim that like this. And I'm going to tie it in there, in the knot with this one. So that's going to lay there. Just going to tie this over. Hopefully I left it long enough. Yes, I did. And I'm just going to tie that. And then you can manipulate it a little bit if you want it something different. But I think it's kind of fun. 2 different ribbons there. Make that one. Make that one a little shorter. Make this one a little shorter. And one more on the peach pie. I'm going to go, well, it doesn't really matter. This way, that way. My goodness. Probably if I was holding the ribbon instead of just holding the card, I might do better. All right. So there is that. I think that's really, really pretty. I'm thinking, are these in? These are called party dots. And I'm thinking, that seems like the same color. Does it look like the same color to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of does. I'm going to put a couple dots. Maybe I'll just put one right there in the middle. Either put one in the middle or a couple around. Let's check out one in the middle. Oopsie. One in the middle first and see how we like that. Oh, I love it.
I already know I love it.
I already know I love it. So I'm going to leave that just like that. I don't need to put any more on. I think that's just fine. So there we have it. Inside, I could always stamp like a happy birthday. I was kind of looking at these stamps because these have the cute little sayings. Wishing you the brightest birthday. I think I would just put it inside because outside I could put a little tag there, but let's go ahead and stick that inside. Wishing you the brightest birthday. Boop. There are so many stamps in this one. Wishing you the brightest birthday. Yep, that's the right one. And wondering if we want to put another little, I kind of do, like another little thing in the middle. I'm going to do that. Why not? Let's try it and see. This one right here. Now, when you have the cling stamp, I'll just see, what is it called again? When you have the cling stamp, you have to put the labels on. So here's the label for this one. So I'm going to peel that off. That I like to peel it off first and then peel off my stamp and then match it right up to the edge of where it is.
So you have that nice outline to follow.
Yep, there we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just stamp this in the middle. Let's take off my little branch. Yep, I think it's going to look cute. Pecan pie, stamp off once. Don't press too hard. Get my words right, side up. I can't, yeah, it's this way. I'm like, I can't really see them. I'm having trouble with my eyes lately. There's one, there's two, just a little stamp. And then we'll do the wishing you the brightest birthday. Let's see. I think, trying to decide what color. Maybe I think the green would look good, the Mossy Meadow, because it's a little bit darker. So wishing you the brightest birthday right on top of that, like that. Yeah, I like that. And you could put a flower at the bottom. You could do all sorts of things. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to do that. How did
I know?
How did you know? With one of the partial flowers, that's this one. So let me get those words off there, and then we'll do a little flower in. I'll put one on that side and one on this side, like that. Okay, I don't need the pecan pie. I do need the peach pie. So many pies. Well, yeah, you kind of want something in the inside, right? So maybe I'll do the stem first, except I'm using the block. So I'll just do the flower first. All right, so this one, I am going to stamp this one off. I want to do the outline first, as I recall. I'm going to do it up here, like that. Yep. And then I'll do this one. I'm going to stamp it off because I don't have anything behind it, so I'll be able to see it. Yeah, definitely do the outline first. That's very pretty. And I'll still stick a leaf in my little center. What color is this one?
Espresso.
Mossy Meadow. Oh, yes, it is espresso that I want. Here it is. Do a little espresso in the middle. Espresso yourself. Ha, 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 ha. Right there. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Okay, let's just get our little stem. And because the stem is photopolymer, it's very easy to bend in the direction I want it to go. So I want it to go this way, right? Oops, the other way. Oh. I want it to go this way, like that. Maybe it's a little bit too much of a bend, kind of like that. And so I can easily do that because it is photopolymer. There we go. And I just need my leaf in my Mossy Meadow. This time the leaf will be on this side, like that. Oh, I like it. I love it.
So pretty.
Yeah, I love it inside. I think it's really pretty.
Getting lots of likes.
I like it too. All right, my fingers are messy though. Okay, what I was going to show you is the way I chose some of these colors, because I previously had 3D embossed this, so then I was like, oh, I'll just use that on my card using peach pie. Well, peach pie isn't on here because our in colors aren't on here, but I thought, what color goes well with like petal pink, right? If I was looking at a triad type thing, I was trying to think, okay, maybe one of these pinky-ish colors is similar to peach pie. Thank you. I was like, similar to something I was just talking about. And Mossy Meadows one, Old Olive. Granny Apple's a little too bright for me. Soft Seafoam's too soft. So I thought, okay, well, I think, because see, like this one up here, petal pink, even though I'm not using a darker color, I think those worked well. And I did use the Color Coach to get to this. So there you have it. I think the only thing it needs is, I think my flower needs some Wink of Stella.
There you go.
Because it needs a little glitter. Hopefully is it glittery? It is. Sounds like it's almost empty. But it's glittering. Whether you can see it or not, it is glittering. So there we go. All right. That is it. Isn't that pretty?
Very pretty.
Just really fun with that little background. That's kind of fun inside. I don't know, a little different with the little words behind it as well.
Yep.
So
For
that
sure.
is, what did I call it? I have three stamps. Here it is.
Elements of
That
text.
is elements of text. The other stamp I was considering using, which I would think would work well, is you could just use the butterfly. You could easily put a butterfly from Spotlight on Nature here or on the edge here. You could also use these two flowers kind of here and not this one. This one is also a cling stamp, so you could just color the amount you wanted. I was just thinking like you could do like that much instead of doing the whole thing, just stop there.
Yep.
Or you could do one. Because it's cling stamp, you can color it with markers, Stampin' Write markers, and it will pick up what you've got there. All right. So there you have it. That is what I have for you today.
So before we go,
yes,
a few different things. One is, now that we're getting ready to move into 2025, it's time to think about signing up for Escape and Create. Escape and Create is going to be our in-person retreat happening up at the Refuge Little Falls. Over the course of the weekend, you will make 10 amazing projects. And we were just doing some planning and talking about what those are going to be, and it is going to be so much fun. You do not want to miss it. So you will get to come stay at the Refuge Little Falls. We provide all your meals, pamper you, and you get to do 10 projects over the course of the weekend. So sign up for Escape and Create. As with everything, go to thestamperstudio.com and you can scroll on down and sign up for Escape and Create. The other thing is, if you click our button that says Order Stampin' Up! Products, right now, there are a lot of last chance things on sale. So one that I just love, Peaceful Evergreens dies. These dies just are amazing. Great year round. They don't have to be just for the holidays, but definitely a lot of fun things you can do there. Just come in, go over to the menu on the side, go down to specials and click on last chance products, and you will see all the things that are currently on special while supplies last. So that really is your last chance to see those. So hope to see you signing up for Escape and Create, and don't miss out on the last chance deals.
All right. Thanks, Dave. As I'm looking at this, I'm like, well, maybe it does need three more. I might add 3 more little gems to it. So
nice.
I think that would look pretty. But I look forward to seeing you on Monday. I am going to make something using another stamp set from the mini catalog, and it's using books. And it's really cute. So I'm going to make a card and a bookmark. Just a fun one. So I look forward to seeing you then. But until then, please have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Happy stamping, friends.